I listened to the video that you played, and your description of leadership was based on a man having a job, getting a haircut, and wearing nice clothes. And if we think that's leadership, we have failed. So we want to talk about followership and leadership, but we have not defined leadership. What is that? One, that's the question. What is leadership? And then we have this other thing about teaching women to respect men without even understanding the definition of respect. So I pulled that up while y'all was talking. The
You
definition
do.
of respect is a feeling of deep admiration for someone or something elicited by their abilities, qualities, or achievements. So men want to bully women into an emotion that's not there because respect is an emotion that you can't just manufacture. And respect is based on a deep admiration that's elicited by somebody's qualities, their achievements, and their abilities. The black males who are complaining about women are not respecting them, it's because they have not elicited a deep feeling of admiration based on any qualities, any achievements, or anything. Okay. So respect is earned, it is not given, and it is not forced, and it is not demanded. Leadership. What books on leadership have you read? I would like to know that because I was commissioned as an officer in the military, spent 8 years uh, in the military. And one of the books that I have on leadership is Patent on Leadership and Think and Grow Rich. And based on these two books, the black male has not exhibited any form of leadership, not any quality whatsoever. And when you talk about leadership, you don't have to force people to follow you. You inspire people. And through that inspiration, people will voluntarily follow you. The problem is the black male has not given anybody, not his children, not a woman, not even himself, a legitimate reason for somebody to walk behind him or even beside him. So I would like to know, what books on leadership have men read?
Anybody?
I absolutely love what you said. So, one of the books that it's not necessarily about leadership, but it's about mindset, the 10X rule. Another one is The Way of the Superior Man, The Alchemist. And one of the things about the alchemist that I love is that he learned to not be afraid to go out in the world and do what he has to do and report back instead of worrying about, because a lot of men, just like you said, a lot of these modern men are effeminate and they're mommy driven. So they need some type of acknowledgement from the woman before he goes out and does what he has to do. No, you sit down and I'll be back. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I got from The Alchemist. But I stopped there because I can go with the Fourth Agreement. That's another one. So it's a lot of different books that I can talk about, but I want everybody else to come in, chime in.
Yeah, because I don't think
Correct.
I don't think the average man that's hollering about let me be a leader, I don't think he's read anything. These guys don't even value education. A lot of them drop out of school, and even
Mhm.
when they in school, they ain't paying no attention. So it's just a funny conversation to me because women don't know what a leader is, so they're following men based on penis. And if you think penis is leadership, I got to laugh at you. I got to laugh at you
I
because you
do have
lost.
one question though.
Hmm.
Can everything that could be learned about leadership be taught in a book? Does it come from a book, or
Uh,
can it come through experience?
well,
Hold on,
here's the
Sugar
thing.
Mike. Sugar Mike, can we at least answer her question though? Like, and can anybody, the guys, talk about what books they read? Out of respect to her, because she did ask that question. I answered, nobody else answered.
Oh, I didn't
And
know if you
another
was
one is,
asking directly, but go ahead.
I
yeah,
was.
and another one is How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. But guys, because that's a good question, guys.
I did read Think and Grow Rich a long time ago. Most of my books on leadership come from my frat, and I take the 48 Laws of Power as a book on leadership, but really, I take it as a book on followership. So kind of an indirect way to see the way people have misused leadership and power throughout history. Those are the ones I like the best.
Well, I like to say this, and I'm gonna let y'all answer.
Mhm.
Okay, so when people listen to me and they look at me, the first thing they want to call me is a pimp, right? Because I got a large following of women that I didn't force to follow me, right? I didn't
Mhm.
bully them into following me. I didn't bully them into listening to me, but they follow because there are qualities and character traits that I exhibit that the average man does not. Okay. And so, even not only do they call me a pimp, they also call me a man, right? I'm like, a man. Why do they say that? Because they see in me what they think they should be. And so, if anybody gonna listen to anybody about leadership, you actually listen to people who are leading something. The average male ain't even leading what's in his pants correctly. Right? But you want to lead a household, you want to lead a woman, but you can't lead yourself. The first leader position you should have is leading yourself first. And males are
That
failing
part
at
I agree.
that.
But
That part I
remember,
agree
the
with.
question in the video was more about followership. So, are women capable or open
So
to following a man if she meets a leader?
Well, no, here's the thing. Again, leadership, people who are effective leaders, they inspire people to follow them. So y'all all watched you remember was Forrest Gump. Y'all remember Forrest Gump?
mhm.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, you remember the scene when Forrest just got up and started running. And he was running for miles and miles and miles. And then people started joining him, right? And following him. That's how followers happen. Males want to bully women into following them to fuel their ego. They not going nowhere. They need these women to help them get wherever they going. They haven't established anything. They ain't even started nothing. And then they want to sell women or bully women into helping them create something. Until the black male gets up by himself and starts doing something that inspires other people to want to join him, these women ain't finna follow you nowhere. And I don't blame them. I wouldn't follow most of you. I'm just being honest with you.
What type of men are you talking about, Princella?
I'm talking about the majority of men. Let me tell you.
Because you said Forrest
But
Gump.
wait,
All right, hold on,
wait.
y'all. We got to keep it going around. We're gonna
Yeah.
do open dialogue right after. So
Okay, yeah, look,
we'll
yeah.
get
Y'all go
everybody.
ahead and answer the other questions
Yeah,
that they was asking.
everybody's individual. Then we're gonna wrap it around with
Because
everybody.
Forrest Gump was wild. I
All
was
right.
with you, but you lost me at Forrest Gump.
Well, no,
Let's get
but here's the
everybody's
thing. The
individual.
people,
Yeah.
that's how people do. When you
I
are
got you. I got
doing something, it don't matter what you're doing. It don't matter if you're running, it doesn't matter if you start a podcast. The fact of the matter is you're doing something that is inspiring other people to want to work with you, right?
All right.
People trying to bully other people to support them, it ain't never gonna work. And the majority of men who are begging women to follow him, they ain't even got nothing going on in their life. They not doing nothing.